our groups. I hope you guys are doing well. Before we get underway with the business of the R Group blog, I just want to give a mini kind of recap of the family meeting. Pastor Nathan dropped some details on us in regard to the new location. But the most important thing that he said is the fact that we have to understand that this is not two separate churches. We're one church that just happens to be meeting now in two locations, not two separate churches. I mean, just like when we were doing evening services, we had an AM service and a PM service, and seldom did attendance overlap. Like if you went to the AM service, you probably didn't even see the people from the PM service, but it was still one church, still Revo Church. It's just that we were meeting at different times, so you guys didn't all see each other. Well, I mean, the same is true for this new location. It's still Revo Church. We just happen to be meeting in two separate locations, but we're unified by one leadership team and all that good stuff. All right, we're still Revo Church, same vision, same core values, bound together by the content that we preach and teach. So it's one church. We just meet in two separate locations. So it's crucial that we understand that. Now, these chairs that Pastor Nathan was talking about. I want you to see this. Check this out. This is my wife's bulletin. That woman must love Jesus, because see all those notes she took? She filled up that whole thing. I hope that you guys all feel bad now if you didn't take that many notes, because my wife's clearly holier than all of you. Anyway, I'm going to use her notes to walk you through which chairs these were, so we can all be on the same page for the conversation tonight. So chair number one, this was the asking chair. This is when maybe you're asking Jesus for something and you feel like he's not answering you. What do you do with that? And so Pastor Nathan told us that the win is to wait for Jesus, because he's going to be faithful, he's going to answer. And the failure for this chair would be for you to be impatient and just say, fine, I'll do it on my own, I'll forget about God, let me just pave my own path here. And we all know that typically works out poorly. And then there's chair number two. And this is when Jesus has revealed some of the blueprint to you. He's called you to do something. He's given you some sort of revelation, but it's just a little bit blurry. Just like when he's healing the blind man the first time, the guy says, well, I mean, I can see a little bit, but everything looks kind of hazy. Everybody, like all these people look like trees and stuff, you know? So maybe he's revealed something to you, but it's just a little bit blurry. You don't have all the details yet. You need to wait for him because he's faithful. And then there's chair number three, where you're a follower of Jesus. Things are going well in your life. God has called you to something. Details are in place. You can see clearly. There's no blindness. There's no deafness. Like you're good right now. Things are good. Well, what you need to do is you need to get up out of that chair so that you can tell everybody about how good Jesus is and the things that he's done in your life. And then there's chair number four, and this chair represents people that do not know Jesus. And in chair number four, for those of us who are followers of Jesus, we need to realize that for us that presents an opportunity. Because if we'll get up out of chair number three and start seeking out lost people, then all of a sudden people who are currently sitting in chair number four who don't have a relationship with Jesus can move to chair number three, where they know Jesus and they've seen clearly that he fixes the problem of their sin and offers them relationship with God. So let that get us on the same page and provide a framework for the blog questions that will follow. And I hope that you guys have a really productive conversation.